going on with those? I mean, why hasn't one been approved yet? And what do you think will happen? Some Bloomberg analysts say 75% chance that it'll still happen this year.
Okay, before I answer that, I just want to give one more booster for people who are a little reticent. If you look at what happened during the regional bank crisis this year, we learned a very important lesson. We had regional banks stocks plummeting, some of them going bankrupt, and Bitcoin rose from 19,000 to 30,000. What did that tell us? It tells us that because of the decentralization and the transparency in the network, that counterparty risk is not an issue for Bitcoin. And so there was a flight to safety into Bitcoin. Think about that. As bank stocks were plummeting, that spoke very loudly to me. And I think the other reason people have been reticent is they heard about FTX. And if they think about FTX, though, FTX proved the point that you really want to be involved with a Bitcoin network and not something like an FTX. Why? Bitcoin is transparent and decentralized. FTX was completely centralized, completely opaque, and a fraud. Sam Bankman-Fried did not like Bitcoin. Right. I understand why. He thought he was a master of the universe and could control everything. Well, he couldn't control Bitcoin, and that's its beauty. That's its beauty. So now with the ETF, what is going on? I think, we know the research people at the SEC, and they know what they're talking about. They are really good. We've met the head of FinHub now, who reports directly to Chairman Gensler. And for me, the disconnect is they know so much and they are so good that I believe this was much more Gary Gensler standing in the way. I don't know for sure because they could never say something like that. I just know from how we have discussed Bitcoin with them that they really understand it and they understand its merits. Most important. So this is Gary Gensler. Why he allowed, and I will say he because I think he's the gating factor here, why he allowed a Bitcoin futures ETF, which involves counterparty risk, and not a Bitcoin ETF, which does not involve counterparty risk. In fact, it is backed, ours would be backed by Bitcoin 1-for-1 in cold storage at Coinbase. That's why Grayscale has won its case. It is that argument. And so I think Gary Gensler's personal Vietnam is coming around to haunt him. I do think the SEC is moving now. He has, in effect, said, hey, I'm not the only decision maker. There are 5 commissioners here. That means some of the research that we believe is percolating up to those commissioners might be getting through to them and might be the grounds now for the approval of a Bitcoin ETF. And we don't think that the SEC will approve just one. They will probably approve a group of them. And that means it will become a marketing battle. And we do hope that our research, how much we give away our research, mostly because we feel it very important to educate. It's one of our mission and values. We hope that helps us as we, hopefully being one of those approved, go out and start marketing.